Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, 52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey. 66, pull it, check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Campbell making the catch. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Ready, 60 out, no. Wait, watch QB drop. Watch the safety creep. Shit.
Second and 5 now. Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brissett from the gun on third. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
To throw, Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On second down, Brissett again. It's caught by Bryant. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, hut, Mike. 50 to Pittsburgh. 53. Shot. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 1st down, it's Moss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, they're scared. Slam. 80 weapon. 44 is the mic. 40 set.
Play fake. Brissett. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Right. That's foul. 3 right. 3 check the backer. Check it. Shut. Watch the shift. He's checking. Crash. And the ball. Take 4.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch a slap.
Brissett now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said,
and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 9, check 9. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Well,
that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Let's get off the field. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Here's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Perkins flushed out right. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Save. No. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Man, I got you. Delta. The mic. 44 is the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Okay,
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Right, 56. Right. Mike's 56.
Don't let him breathe.
Go.
Don't let him breathe.
Go.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Check safety. Check safety. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On second down, it's Moss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check.
Slow. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Run it.
On third down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike. Mike 54.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Under 10. No. Off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Let's go, fellas.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
52.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brissett.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Ricky. Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. 54. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, baby.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full stroke.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, Brissett. Bryant has it. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Let's go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Moss. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Slam, slam, slam. That's it.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. 52 is the mic.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Who that? Who that? Check, check. Check the 6. Bullet, high. Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
From the red zone now, Brissett.
I'm coming after you.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Crunch. 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 Ship. Ship. Go, go. Motion, motion.
Brissett again. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run the counter. Benjamin. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Operating from the gun, Perkins. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
SOS.
Brissett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He completes it to Bryant. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Shift.
On first down. Moss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
He's coming, double up.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Yo. Tight end, let's go right here now.
Short. Mike, 56.
I'm on.
Mike's 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Campbell making the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Sanders is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mike's 54. 54. Go.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Watch the edge. Hayward. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Barnett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 91. Bravo. 54. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, watch Sam. Check 54. Mike, 54.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Shit. Squeeze. 6-6.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Results in a fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let him know. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Chill. Check.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
On fourth down, Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I got him.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.